दरवाजा बंद कर दो भाई, आवाज आ रहा है. Okay. Yes. So it will ask you whenever you will log in using the credentials of IAM user, it will be first ask you to change your password. Okay. As you have seen this step, I think when you have used your credentials, it has first asked you to change your password. Okay. That was because of this option. This was enabled when that user is created. User was created. In that case, this option was checked. That's why it has asked to create a new password whenever you first are signing. Okay. So let me uncheck it first. I am doing it from here. Okay. So I want management, AWS management console access. Then I want the console password must be auto generated. Okay, it must be auto generated. So click on next. I'm not setting any permissions, just click on next. And here you can see review. The username is user1. Console password type is auto generated. Okay, I have chosen the auto generated password, so it will generate automatically. Then required password reset? No, because I have unchecked that option. Okay. Click on create user. Now you can see retrieve password. You can view and download the user's password below and email user instruction for signing in to the AWS management console. This is the only time you can view and download this password. This means if you will be back, or if you will remove this page, you cannot have password. Okay, so in this time only, either you should download the CSV file, there you will get the console password, or either you can copy all these credentials and save it to some place. Okay, or you can email it also. So when what I am going to do, I am going to download it because it is more easier. If I will copy it, then also I have to copy it somewhere. So instead I am just going to download this CSV file. So let me show you this CSV file. See what credentials are present here. The console sign in URL is present, this password is present, and the name of user. These three things are present in this CSV file. Okay. Similarly, the same thing is given here also. You can just use copy. You can just copy and paste it into some Word document or anything. You can use either of the way. Yes.
Ma'am, this I guess this is supposed to be unique. I mean, hello.
Yes.
Yeah, this password is supposed to be unique, I guess, because no one should be reuse it like the
Yes, it
key.
is unique. Of course, password is a unique.
I mean, the key also unique, I guess, no?
Yes. The main thing is this ID, na? This ID is unique. There is nothing about the password. Okay. Password may be same. You have name Tejas. Maybe someone else also has the name Tejas, so they can use the same password, na? Tejas at 123. Someone else also can use some Tejas at 123. So password may be same, but how AWS will identify these both users? They will use this ID, na, to distinguish between them. So I think uniqueness of password is not necessary here. And I have chosen auto generated, so it is, of course, if it is generating automatically, so it will create a unique password. Okay, is this clear, or you were asking something else?
No, no, clear it is.
Okay. Okay, so after this, just user is created successfully, so you can return to your user list. Remember, either you should download the CSV file because this page will not be seen. Okay, see this message. This is the only time you are viewing this page. Okay. So remember to download the CSV file or copy the credential. Whatever option you want, you can do it. Okay. Or this third option is basically if you want to email from here directly. Okay. So you can choose this option. So I'm skipping it. There is no need of this. You can do these two ways. Okay. So now return to user list. So here you can see user one is created in the dashboard. We can see user one is created when it was created 3 minutes ago. Okay. It's changed to 4 minutes ago. Now let's click on this. Here console access, you can say enabled without MFA. Okay, I haven't enabled MFA, that's why it is showing enabled. Console access is enabled but without MFA. Okay, so you'll see MFA also in the next step. Here create access key, I haven't created any access key, so it is showing you, it is giving you an option. If you want to create access key, then you can create. Okay, then in permission, you can see I haven't added any permission, so it is not showing any permission. Into group, this user is not present in any other group, so it is not here. Tags, nothing is here. Security credentials, under the security credentials, you will get the console sign in link. Okay, under the security credentials, see here username, and these tabs are present under the security credentials. You will find this console sign in link. Okay, then here console password not enabled. Okay, manage console access is given here. If you want MFA, then you will assign MFA to this IM user from here. Okay, you are seeing this option, so you'll see this also. And if you want to create access keys, so you can use it from here also. Okay, use access keys to send programmatic calls to AWS from AWS CLI, AWS tools, SDKs, direct AWS API calls. Okay, you can have maximum of 2 API keys active or inactive at a time. Okay, so at a time you can only create maximum of 2 access keys. Is this clear? This page where you can find security credentials, but you can see the username and password is not present here. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
there is no
Clear,
username
ma'am.
and password. That's why the message was there the only time you are seeing this page. Okay, you can only get the sign in link, but you will not get the password. Okay, username, you know, this is the username only. Okay, but password is not there. Okay,
Got it, ma'am.
yeah. So now let's verify this user is created. So how can I sign in using the credential of this user one, this IM user? Okay, so let's copy this sign in link. The link is given na, use this link to sign in onto this console. Okay, so let's go to incognito, copy this, okay, so you can see ID is automatically filled here. It has fetched from the link only. Okay, now I have to write the username and password here. So that's why I have downloaded here. The username is user1, so I can type username user1. Okay, next is password. So what is password? 35hx5. Okay, let's type this also. Three five small h capital X 5 2 times pipe symbol and then 1. Let's sign in. So you can see here. Okay, so see the name is given what? User1. Okay, can you see it? The name is
Ma'am,
given.
it is given by you. Also, my user created by you.
Yes, what?
जो आपने जो यूजर दिया हमें वही ये उसी तरीके से है ना जो आपको अभी यूजर दिया हमें हमारे भी सेम ही है ना सर मैम
हाँ, वही वही तो बता रही हूँ ना, कि वही मैंने बताया था लास्ट क्लास में भी कि क्या हो रहा है, आप लोग ऐसा पेज क्यों देख पा रहे हो, बिकॉज यू आर नॉट रूट यूजर. ओके,
यस
सो
मैम
आपको
यस
सारी ऑथेंटिकेशन प्रोवाइड नहीं करी गई. और क्यों नहीं करी गई ये सारी ऑथेंटिकेशन प्रोवाइड? बिकॉज each and every service you will use here will cost. Okay, so
ओके मैम
someone has to pay that cost ना. So कोई फ्री में तो आपको करेगा नहीं, है ना? तो आप मिसयूज ना करो उस चीज का, इस वजह से वो ऑथेंटिकेशन आपको दी नहीं गई है. ठीक है, बिकॉज इट इज ओनली फॉर लर्निंग पर्पस.
ठीक है मैम गॉट इट मैम
हाँ, सो अभी आपको अपना, जब आप लोग लॉग इन कर रहे होगे तो आपको वो वाला पेज याद आ गया होगा कि ऐसे ही कुछ दिखाई दे रहा होगा, है ना? सभी
यस
जगह
मैम
आपको ऐसे एक्सेस डिनाइड दिखाई दे
यस
रहा होगा. ठीक है,
यस
यस. इवन अगर आप यहाँ पे सर्च करिए IAM के लिए, see, huh? Each and everything is denied because I haven't added any
यस मैम
permission there. Na? I have just created a user with credentials. Okay, is
यस
this
मैम
clear now?
यस मैम
So you can imagine someone as root user is there who has not given you any kind of permission. That's why you are seeing this dashboard. Okay.
Yes. Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Let
गॉट
me
इट
show
मैडम
you EC2 also. See, for the virtual servers, see, there is no permission, error, API error. Let's say I'm again trying to launch. है ना? See what it is written. You are not authorized to perform this operation. Okay, that means you cannot launch any server. You cannot create any server. Okay, you are not authorized.
यस मैम
Now come to this again. So now it is clear.
यस मैम
Okay. So that's why only we were telling you that don't worry, because these things are not under our control. This is managed by the headquarters. Okay. So we can't do anything. We can only communicate that you are not getting the authorization. So better way to create your own credentials. It's my personal suggestion. Okay, now the next thing is assign MFA device. Okay, so I have shown you, you can access, yeah, you can log in using username and password. Now the thing is MFA. Okay, MFA, you can add multi-factor authentication. Use MFA to increase the security of your AWS environment. Signing in with MFA require an authentication code from MFA device. Each user can have maximum of 8 MFA device assigned. Okay, so maximum you can assign 8 MFA device for one user. Okay, so from here you can add an extra layer of authentication. Simply we have password which is also protecting my account, but if you want, then you can add an extra layer of authentication. That means MFA, multi-factor authentication. You have seen whenever I log in as root, so there I type the username, then password, and then I provide an MFA code. After that only it allows me to log in as root user. Okay, so in a similar way, here also, if you will enable or assign any MFA device, you will enable multi-factor authentication. Then in that case, if whenever you will log in as an IM user, you have to give username and password, and along with that you have to provide MFA code also. And to provide MFA code, you have to set up a MFA device. So I think you have done this step.
What is the benefit of MFA?
This is just an extra layer of security, ना? अरे भाई
Okay,
Yes.
मैं 2-3 चाबी लगा
protection,
दूं, एक
authentication.
तोड़ेगा कोई तो दूसरा नहीं तोड़ पाएगा, और क्या, है ना?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
हाँ, पासवर्ड तो कोई भी ले लेगा, लेकिन डिवाइस तो जो सेटअप रहेगा, डिवाइस तो आपके पास ही है. अब अगर आपका डिवाइस कोई ले ले, तभी वो आपके यूजर को आपके आईडी से लॉगिन कर पाएगा या उसका मिस यूज कर सकता है ना? एमएफए का सिंपल सा मतलब यही है.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
सो सी, आपको अगर एमएफए सेटअप करना है, सो कैसे करेंगे, वापस से मैं यहाँ पे पहले आती हूँ, फिर बताती हूँ. रिमेंबर द स्टेप्स. In this IM user, you have to come to this security credentials tab, and there you will find MFA. Okay, so either you can choose from here or from here, both. Okay, see, select MFA device. It is first asking you to select any MFA device. Which type of MFA device you can use? Authenticator app, we have told you. Okay, either you can use pass key or security key. Okay, so authentication using fingerprint, face, screen lock, create a pass key on the device, use another device like Fido 2. Okay, so you can use any of these options. So the most easiest option is this authenticator app. Okay, so how you can use it? You have to first type the name here. Okay, and maximum 64 character is allowed for this device name. Valid character is A to Z, small, capital, digits, and along with that we have some special characters also, plus, equal sign, comma, dot, okay, at symbol, underscore, hyphen. These all symbols you can use, special characters. Okay, so let me write a name here, device name. So I have created the user one. Okay, I am user one. Then this authenticator app, so you can download it from Play Store, Google Authenticator. Next, see, it is given authenticator app, a virtual MFA device, an application running on your device that you can configure by scanning a QR. Okay, install a compatible application such as Google Authenticator. You can use Duo Mobile also, Authy app also. Okay, whatever is your choice on your mobile device or computer, you can use it. Okay, you can see the list of compatible application from this option also. See here, it is written. So these are some options. You can choose any one of them to set up your MFA device. Okay. Now, show QR. So let me just open Authenticator app. So just scan this and you will see the code, 6-digit MFA code. Okay, so it is asking me to write 2 codes here. 58 5. Let's just refresh it. So every 30 seconds it will give you the new codes. Okay, so 048950, this is the first code. Then after that wait 30 seconds and enter a second code. So let's just wait. Okay, so second code is 828630. Now click on add MFA. Okay, so now you can see here virtual identifier, a set device has been set up. Okay, this MFA one device has been set up. Let's say for the same user you want to set up any other device also, then you can again go click on to this assign MFA, then give the name here, device name, then you can go to the authenticator app. Okay, so in this way you can do this. Now just let's see here, we have login in the incognito mode. Let me just refresh it. Okay, sign out and let's try to sign in again. We have the link here. Click copy this link. It is necessary to copy this link. If you will not copy, you will have to type this ID. Okay, and if you will use this link, then it will automatically fetch the ID. Okay, 35HX 35HX 5 symbol and 1 5 2 times 5 symbol and 1. Click on sign in. Now you can see earlier it was not asking for MFA code, but now it is asking you for the MFA code. Okay, so I'll enter the MFA code 478320. Sign in. Okay, so again we have came to this console. Is this clear? The two things we have seen: console access using username and password, and secondly we have added MFA also.
Clear, ma'am.
Okay.
Got it, ma'am. Clear.
Okay. So now yeah, we have seen configuring MFA also. Now we'll see access keys. Okay, so under the security credentials only, you can see access keys are also available. Okay, so using access keys to send, actually these keys are used for CLI. Okay, when we will use AWS CLI, AWS tools for PowerShell, or you will use AWS SDKs, then in that case you will use this access keys. Okay, access key will not ask here. It will not ask here whenever you log in onto this browser, it will not ask you the access keys here. Okay, it will ask only when you will use CLI. Okay, so there it will ask you the password, username, password, then access keys, then secret key. Okay, so in this way it will ask. So here I am just only telling you how you can create access keys, but in upcoming lectures we will see how we can use CLI to log in using access keys. Okay, so today I'll not show you the AWS CLI because it will be lengthy, but I will only tell you how you can create access key. Okay, so let's just click on access key. So use case, you can see here access key, best practices and alternatives. Avoid using long-term credentials like access keys to improve your security. Consider the following use cases and alternatives. Okay, so for which type of use you want to create this access key? Okay, command line, CLI. You plan to use access key to enable the CLI to access your AWS account. Okay, so if you want,
And why they use access key?
this access keys are used basically, see the password and that things are only used when you are using the browser. Okay, when you want to log in your account onto the CLI. Okay, CLI means what? Let haven't have CLI
Yes.
here, but just I'm explaining you an example. Let's say if you want to access your account in this command prompt, so how you will access? As browser is showing you the option, na, you can type your username, you can type your password, you can type the MFA code. Here it is asking something like that. No, no.
Yes. Okay, I got it.
Yes.
Connecting with third party or
Yeah,
something else.
yeah, that's why I told you, na, see here what it is written, that in which cases you can use this secret key under the security credentials. See, you access key is used to send programmatic calls to AWS from CLI. Either you can use it for CLI or for some AWS tool for PowerShell. Okay, let's say if you are using from Windows, so in that case you can use this access keys. Okay, then this SDKs, if you are using SDKs or you are accessing some API calls, so in that case you will authenticate yourself, na? Just like if someone of you have used GitHub, as an
Yes, ma'am.
used GitHub,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
there what happens, they ask you na, the username, then password. Okay, and they let you verify yourself, authenticate yourself onto your email. They send you the link,
Yes,
na?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So they are verifying on your email. They are sending you they are sending you link on your email, and you are authorizing yourself, authenticating your authenticating yourself from email. Okay, but here what you will use? You will use access keys to authenticate yourself. Okay, it is you can say it is also an extra layer to authenticate your AWS account. Okay, just like MFA, but MFA is used on browser based login, but access keys will be used on CLI or PowerShell or some API calls. Okay, now it is clear why we are using this access
Got
keys.
it, ma'am.
Okay, so where I was, create access key. Yes, so here the use cases are, if you are using like command line, for that you will choose this use case. Okay, if you are using for local code, if you are using for some application, so whatever is the option, whatever is the use case, in which use case you want to use this access keys, select that option. Okay, so in general we will use CLI always. Okay, so I'm selecting this use case. Then if you want to add any description tag value, then you can add it. This is totally option. So we'll ignore it for the time. Now just click on create access key. Okay. So here also you can see this is the only time the secret key can be viewed or downloaded. If you will remove this page, after that you will not find this access key and secret access key. In this access key, you can see there are two type of keys, access key and secret access key. Okay, so when you will use CLI, so it will directly, it will not ask you the username. Sometimes it may ask, but usually it will ask you directly the access key and the secret access key. So you can just compare it with access key as your username and secret access key as your password for this account. Okay, so you are not directly using your main credentials, instead using a temporary credentials here. Okay, did
Okay,
you
ma'am.
understand this?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. So you cannot recover it later. However, you can access a new access key anytime. Okay. So if you, in any case, if you lost your credentials, you cannot recover it. You have option that you can only create it new, and you can create a new access key. Okay. You cannot recover this if you have not downloaded, if you have not saved these credentials. So you only have option to create a new access key. You cannot recover your old created credentials. Okay, so let's just download this CSV. This is the best way to download the CSV instead of copy paste. Okay, because in copy paste also maybe some mistakes can happen. Okay, so accidentally, let's say it has not copied correctly, so there may be many chances. So this is good option there, so you directly download the CSV file. Okay, now click on done. So now you can see here under this under this access key, we have this key which is active for the time being. Okay, created 2 minutes ago. Okay, and here you can see there is no secret access key, only the access key is available, but there is no secret access key. Okay, so if you don't have secret access key, then it is useless because you cannot use it. Okay, actions also you can see, if you want to deactivate it, you can just deactivate it. Okay, if you want to delete it, you can delete it. If you want to edit any description, so this is just for description. If you want to edit any type of description, you can go to this option. Okay, so have you understood how you can create access key? As I cannot for today I'll not show you how you can use these access key to log in onto CLI. Okay, I'll tell you these things in upcoming lectures. Okay, is this clear?
Got it, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so this is all about your single IAM user. Whenever you will create, you will have all these type of accesses. Okay, you can use these two type of accesses, and I have shown you how you can do it. Okay, so now let's move on to IAM groups. Okay, what is IAM group?
When many users tries to log in, so we have to give them permission separately. So we make a particular group, so we can give them same permissions at same time.
Okay, instead of giving permissions to individual users, we can create a group and we can assign permission to that group. So it will be shared among all the users. Okay. So it is simply, you can say it is a collection of user. Okay, so here see in the IAM user, first thing is they share the same permission set. Okay, all the user will have same type of permission within a group. Okay, so instead of attaching individual each user a policy, you will attach a policy directly to a group here. Okay, and one more thing I have to tell you in the IAM user. Okay, see, yesterday I have told you that you can add permissions while creating any user, and let's say if you haven't add any permissions, so you can add from here also. See, under this permission tag, you can see add permissions. Okay, see, the same page we have seen yesterday is now present here. Okay, we have all these three options. So let's go to this attach policies. Okay, and let's say, let me give the permission for EC2. So let's say I am going to give Amazon EC2 full access. Okay, that means for the EC2 server, I am giving the full access to this user one. Okay, to this IAM user that I have created. So I will select this. Okay, after this you will click on next, then you will click on permission. This is showing you the summary whatever you have chosen, and let me add one more permission. Okay, along with this EC2, let's say EC2 read only access. Okay, so that means the user has read only permission also, and full access means he can edit into any server, he can create any server, he can delete any server. Okay, so I'm giving these two access. So click on next, and now in the summary you can see the two policies are displayed here. Okay, so full access simply means the user can delete, create each and everything. He can do create server, he can delete server, everything. And in the read only means what? He can only see the server, whatever is happening, he can only see, but it cannot delete, cannot create any new server. Okay, now add permissions. Okay, I have added this permission. Yes, now it is showing you. Let's cross check here. Earlier when I have invoked this EC2, it was not allowing me to launch any server. Now you can see the page has changed. See, earlier there was API error. You have seen, na?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
can see the recording also when I will upload. You can
Yes,
go
ma'am,
back
API
and
error.
see there was error. API error was was on the console, that you cannot launch any instance, you cannot create any instance. Okay, let me click on this. See, it is showing me the option you can get a start, learn about EC2. Okay, set up any cost control, get started. See, it is asking me to name my server. That means I can create server because I have provided the permission from there. Okay, I am root user na? Here I am root user. I have provided the full access that you can create also, you can delete also, you can read also, each and everything. I have provided the full access to this user. So see, the option is coming there. It is asking me to create server. Okay, so I can name that server, I can choose any application, choose any OS image. Okay, so I'm not going into the detail of this EC2, we'll see it tomorrow, but it is letting me to create this server. Earlier it was not there. Okay, so in this way you can see the permissions are attached so that resources will be shared with the IAM user. Okay, it is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll see EC2 tomorrow. We have EC2 lecture tomorrow, and if you will see about IAM, it is again access denied because here I haven't added the permission to create any IAM user. Okay, so if I will add the policy there for this user, that this user can create some other user also, then it will have option here also. Okay, so let's go to this root. Okay, and now let me just create user group. Okay, under this user group you can create any group. Click on create group. What is asking for? Name the group. Okay, so here you can write the name of group. Let's say I am creating developer. Okay, or developers. Now I have named this group. The next thing is add user to group. Okay, it is asking which user you want to add in this group. It is showing the list because I have only one user, so it is showing only one user here. Okay, if let's say I'll create one more user here. User 1, not user 1 is created, user 2. Okay, so just click on next. I am not I'll not add anything, just I want to show you the list here. Okay, so now create group. See here, you can see I have created 2 users, so it is showing me the list of 2 users. Okay, so here I'll skip the user attachment, policy, each and everything, because you can see these are optional. Okay, these are optional. Permissions, if you want to add any permissions to this group, you can add it from here also. Okay, just like we have added the permission to user 1 for EC2, so here also I can add. Okay, let's say I'm searching for EC2. See, this policy is also present here. If I want, then I can add here, but for the timing I'm skipping it. I'll show you later. Simply click on create user group. Okay, so permission is not defined, creation time is just now I have created, and there is no user present. Now click on this group. Here you can see we have users tab, then we have permissions, and then access advisor. Okay, so from users tab you can add user. You can add user while creating the developer also, while creating that group also, and you can add user from here also. Okay, is this clear?
Clear, ma'am.
Clear, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Let me just go to this user and delete these policies. Okay, so you can directly select the policy, and here you can see remove option. Okay, so I am just removing policy. Okay, because what I will do, I'll provide these policies to the group. Okay, so now let's verify, as I have removed from here. So I have to refresh it. Now click on this EC2. अरे भैया परमिशन हटा दी है. Okay, now you can see it is showing me these errors. Okay,
This is the restriction.
Yes, ma'am.
these are restrictions now, because I have removed all the permissions from this user. Okay, this current user 1, I have removed the permission that I have given. EC2 full access I have given na earlier, so I have removed that. Now you can see again it is showing the error. Now let's go to this groups. I am user group. Go to developer and add user. So let me add these two users. We have two users only. Okay, so we have added these two users in this group. Okay, it is written here, two users added to this group. Now let's edit the permission. Add permission, attach policy. You can see current permission policies. If there will be any current permissions or policies, it will be displayed here. Okay, since we haven't added any policy while creating the group, so there is no permissions present here. Okay, you can see the name counting is 0 and nothing is displayed here. Now let's give again the EC2 access. So this was the access I have provided, and let's choose this one also, these two access. Okay, attach policy. Okay, now you can see these policies are listed here. That means users present in this group have all these permissions. Okay, user 1 also has full access to EC2 and user 2 also has full access to EC2. Okay, let's just refresh it, and now you can see all the API errors has gone. Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
so in this way you can create any group, you can add users to the group, and you can attach policies. Now it is clear.
Clear, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now the next thing is roles. Okay, what is roles? Here, so see, we can create policies also. Okay, just click on create policy. Okay, and after that select a service. You have to choose service, for which service you want to create any policy. Okay, you have to choose that. So I'm not going to just create any policy. I'm just showing you how you can create. In upcoming lectures, if we need it, I'll tell you there. Okay, because this will be lengthy. So I'm just showing you the steps, but I'll not create anything. EC2, okay. Factions, are you allowed or not? It is showing. Okay, so as I am root user, I am allowed to do anything. Okay, then filter any actions. If you want to filter any of these, then you can filter from here. Okay, so see, these are the long list of permissions which is given here. So you can filter any one of them if you want to specify any other actions. Huh? See here, specify actions from service to be allowed. Okay, so in that case, you can filter any actions also. And after that, I think you have to click on next. Okay, so I haven't added any actions here, then it will not move to. Okay, just let me select anything. So in the list, describe fast launches. Specify resources and okay. Request do not add, then click on next. Okay, no resources specified. I have specified now all, it is already in all. Okay, let me choose the specific here. Okay, I think we should skip it. I'll show you this when we will see the pipeline. Okay, because here as I don't have any target, so that's why I'm not able to create here. When we will have any something work, na? When we will have target, so I want to do this, then in that case we will have some we can allow something, we can do anything. Okay, so let's skip for this, but you can see this policies can also be created. Okay, yesterday you were asking na, that we can create any policy or not, so you can create it from here. Okay, so we'll see in this in pipeline. Okay, when we needed to create any policy, I'll show it there. Okay, so it will be mainly applicable onto any application when we will create any application, when we will create any server. So for this time we don't have any goal for what we want to create any policy. Okay, so that's why I'm skipping it. Okay, now come to this roles. Okay, so let's just delete these roles. This was created earlier. So the roles, what are roles? I have told you yesterday. What are roles? Tell me. What are roles?
permissions.
No, roles are not permissions, na?
Role says a
Policy.
secure identification.
Hmm?
Identify with specific permission.
Identify it for permission. No, I've told you yesterday. Roles are like uh, temporary identity. है ना? It is what? It is a temporary identity. Any user can assume any role. Okay, for a temporary interval. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. So, see, roles are basically used whenever you have when you want to assume let's say if you want to trust any policy, so you will create a role where assume role policy document. Okay, we'll create a role and that will assume that I have to trust the policy, the EC2 service. Okay, so actually let me tell you this roles tomorrow, because in this we will be needed EC2 server. So I haven't told you the EC2 server. So because roles will be created for some service, na, for some user, so I think it cannot be directly created here. See, in the when I create role, it is asking me for what purpose you want to create AWS service. So allow AWS service like EC2 Lambda. So you haven't seen this EC2 and Lambda. So if I will create each and everything, you will not understand. Either for AWS account, the third party account, web identity, okay, then federation, custom trust policy. I was talking about this trust policy. Okay. So let me first tell you about the EC2 and all. Then we will I will show you how you can create the roles. Okay. So here the services are like dependent when you have some target, na, you have any server and there you want to create any role. So in that case you can create the roles. Okay, so here you have to choose any one of the entity type here. See, if I will choose this AWS service, the use case, it is asking me allow an AWS service like EC2 Lambda or others to perform the action in the account, in this account. Okay, so it will allow the actions whatever I will attach here, that will be performed in this account. Okay, so it is asking me to choose the service, for which service you want to create a role. Okay, so let's say I have chosen EC2. Okay, so choose the use case, for which type of use case you want to do, you want to create a role. Okay, instance to call any AWS service on your behalf. Okay, allow EC2 instance to call AWS service like CloudWatch or System Manager on your behalf. Okay, so all these purposes, for which purpose you want to create a role. Okay, so you haven't studied the EC2 server, so I am not creating role in this time. Firstly, I will tell you about the EC2 in the next class, and then we will see the roles and policies. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, see, you can see here if I have selected their user EC2, then here it is asking me which existing, is there any existing policy you want to use, or you want to create your inline policy, so you can create it here. See, it is asking me, it is allowing me to edit. Okay, you can edit here. Okay, so let's stop here today. Okay, in the next class we will see EC2 in detail. Okay, what we have, the next topic is EC2 S3 RDS. Okay, so we will see these three tomorrow. Depends on the time, we can cover it in the one class, or it may take two class also. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.